Welcome to the Spotlight review of what could be the very last Star Wars The Black Series archive subline action figure that I'll be purchasing only because, well, this is a character I've never owned. As much as I had searched high and low to find the original figure of Bossk, I wasn't able to do so. I could find everybody else out of the blue wave, just could not find Bossk no matter where I went. So anyway, with that said, yes, as I've mentioned already, this is Bossk of the Star Wars The Black Series archive wave. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. Take of every single video review on this channel. Up close in your face, watch out! Here we got Star Wars The Black Series, ages 4 and plus, archive, Bossk, and you can't spell Bossk without boss. Here's the boss himself, Bossk. Cool looking bounty hunter. There's his weapon. Dead giveaway, the only accessory he comes with. There's a picture of Bossk for the packaging. On the back of the packaging, and here we got that nice picture of Bossk again. Star Wars The Black Series. There's the original packaging for the Blue Wave, which came out in 2015. Again, the one and only figure I couldn't find out of this wave. Here's a brief bio for Bossk if you want to read it, go ahead. And then down below that we got licensing by Hasbro, Disney, and anyone else involved. So that's going to do it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and rip this open and see what the figure has to offer. Focus on the figure, not me, not my hand. Focus on the figure. This is the one part where you might want to unfocus. Ow! Kaboom! Meh. Okay, so here's Bossk out of the packaging, and as my little nephew would call him, the Dinosaur Man. Sorry, little dude, you're all wrong about this character, but yeah, let's get an up-close look at the figure himself, and as you can see, he looks really good, doesn't he? Pretty accurate to the actual suit design from the movie. Pretty cool. I like the toes. I like the hands. Got the 3 fingers going on here, just like the Ninja Turtles. He's wearing a pilot outfit. A little smear mark right there. Oh well, I'll worry about it later. Anyway, you can see some patches here on the side of his shoulder, and then here's one on the right. I like the detail on the collar piece. That looks really good. Plus, the whole entire pilot uniform here is actually pretty cool looking. This piece here is actually glued in place, and this tube connects all the way into his suit. I'll take a good look at that face sculpt one last time. Yep, loving the detail, loving the black washing in between the wrinkles. Or would that be scales? And don't be too quick to judge the paint job at the eyes. That's pretty much accurate to what's seen in the film. To the articulation on the figure, he does have a swivel head. There's a hinge joint at the neck, but because of this collar piece, it's restricted. The jaw can open and close, which I was not expecting at all. Is that a running chain? Someone else is going to have to let me know because I have absolutely no idea. I never owned this figure till now. And we got a swivel cut here at the shoulder with a hinge joint to allow some inward and outward movement as well. There's a swivel cut above the elbow. The elbow is single jointed and it gets less than 90 degrees of bend. That's unfortunate. There's a swivel cut at the wrist, and there's a hinge joint for up and down movement. The upper torso has a swivel cut. Nothing at the waist. The legs are universal, so they get this much kicking forward at the hip. Nothing going back. These straps are going to cause a problem when trying to get a full JCVD split, so whether or not it's actually there, I just gotta point out the obvious here because I can't do anything about it. There's a thigh swivel cut. Knees are double jointed. Swivel cut right here. And there's a hinge joint at the feet to get this much up and this much going down. Plus there's a beautiful ankle rocker pivot. Alright, so taking a look at his rifle that he comes with. It's pretty generic. There's no paint work on it whatsoever. And the strap here probably is going to work as it should. Heck, I take a thin strip of cloth in order to make this actually work right. But if you wanted to, you can actually strap it around his back, like so. But of course, this being a weapon, you want to put it in the figure's hands. Just can't do it with the right hand. So it looks like the gripping hand's on his left hand, so I guess that means he's left-handed. And it's a little bit of a fight here. I cannot get that finger to go through the trigger hole right there. So let's see if the figure can actually hold his weapon with both hands. And I guess this kind of works in a way. But the limitation on the elbow joints really is making this figure hard to pose with its rifle. Okay, I think that's about enough of going through the details on the figure and its articulation. So let's do some dare to comparisons with Star Wars Black Series Archive Luke Skywalker and just Black Series Darth Vader from the 40th anniversary re-release. And finally, with Bossk filling in the void, here is a look at all the bounty hunters from that scene from The Empire Strikes Back, except you weren't there. Why are you here? You're dead. Gone. Okay guys, crooked camera means it's time to close out the video with my final thoughts on the figure, and I don't know what to really say about this one. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm glad to finally have Bossk in my hands, but maybe there was a reason why I wasn't allowed to have this figure for so long. Maybe it is quite a disappointment. I love the detail on him, I love the paintwork, though there's some sloppiness in some areas that I gotta admit, and the articulated jaw was quite a surprise. But outside of that, the lack of elbow movement on the figure kind of hurts the way that you can pose him, especially if you want to do him holding his rifle with two hands, which is virtually impossible at this point. So unless you actually need this figure, or you missed out like I did from back then, yeah, by all means pick him up, but again, don't be expecting much because you're not going to get much flavor out of this figure. So, questions or comments, you know what to do. Hit it down below in the comment section of the video. If you liked today's video review, hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to give me a sub up. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. Don't forget to throw in the towel. And until then, my friends, this is the unprofessional toy reviewer Hasbro signing off by saying, when the opportunity persists, don't give up on your dreams. Siege the moment. Thank you for watching.